Netflix ended up winning the bidding war, if you will, for Warner Brothers. They won the fight. They got it. But Paramount, and you got to admire the tenacity, is like, wait a minute. We're not done. We're going to try to improve our offer. We're going to try to, still win this war. We're still going to try to get it. Well, they were rejected again because, as Warner Brothers put it, you guys don't have enough financial backing here and you don't have enough financial guarantees. Like, you're offering all this money, but like even Larry Ellison is not willing to sign a personal guarantee for $40 billion on it. Well, they heard that and said, okay. And now, according to financial reports here, Paramount's new offer for Warner Brothers is still not sufficient, says the investors. So here's what basically happened. Paramount came back again and said, we've improved our offer. Still the same amount of money, still for $30 a share, or right around there. But now Larry Ellison says, okay, fine, you win. I'll sign a personal guarantee for the money, for $40 billion at least of the money, to give the offer more solid backing. Well, according to one of the major investors at Warner Brothers, they're still saying that's not enough. This is the report out of Yahoo Financial. It says this, Paramount Skydance's latest offer to buy Warner Brothers Discovery is still not good enough for prominent shareholder Harris Oakmark, the investor told Reuters on Monday. Warner Brothers' fifth largest shareholder, owning 96 million shares, or about 4% of the shares as of the end of September, said it would hold out for more from the Ellison family-controlled Paramount. The changes in Paramount's new offer were necessary, but not sufficient, Harris Oakmark portfolio manager and director of U.S. research Alex Fitch said in an email to Reuters. We see the two deals as a toss-up, and there is a cost to changing paths. If Paramount is serious about winning, they're going to need to provide greater incentive. All right, now look. One of the big things here, like some people look at it and say, wait a minute. Paramount is offering more money than Warner Brothers. Why aren't they taking the more money? And there are two answers to that. Answer number one is, it can be very expensive for you to enter into a year-long process only to have that process fall apart. And if you don't believe that the other side can actually come through on their part of the bargain, you could be left holding a very expensive bag. And right now, the board and the shareholders at Warner Brothers just believe that Netflix is a much more solid foundation to be able to follow through on everything than Paramount is right now. So that's the one thing. But the second thing is this, and this is the part that I'm still amazed how many people don't understand this. Paramount is offering more money, yes, but they're offering more money for the totality of Warner Brothers, which includes their Discovery Global Television thing that they're getting ready to spin off. Netflix's offer is just for the studios and HBO Max, which means the shareholders of Warner Brothers are still going to own that Discovery Global spin-off company and the added value that they have. In other words, the Warner Brothers board and shareholders believe that Netflix's offer for Warner Brothers and HBO Max, plus the value of their spinning off Discovery Global Television arm, collectively is worth more money than what Paramount is offering to buy the thing as a whole. It's like this. Let's say you and your son have a bicycle, both have bicycles, and I come in and I offer you, $50 for both bicycles. But your neighbor comes in and offers $48 just for your bike, and you still own your kid's bike, which you can then go to sell somebody else for 10, 15, 20 bucks. Yes, my offer of $50 is higher than your neighbor's offer of 48, but you're actually going to make more money and be more ahead if you go with the neighbor's offer of 48 and then sell your kid's bike separately for another $5-10. That's kind of what's going on here, at least how they see it. Whether they're right or not is another question, but that's kind of what's going on here with Warner Brothers Discovery. So it's kind of interesting to hear Rob, even one of the big shareholders over at Warner Brothers, already saying, like, without the board even coming to them, like the 5th largest shareholder of the entire company, saying, yeah, like, good, they needed to have Larry Ellison sign that $40 billion guarantee, but it's not enough for us to break with the deal that we have. We still think we're getting a better deal with Netflix. And right now, Netflix is sitting there going, because remember when Disney was going to buy Fox and all of a sudden Universal got involved? They had to go back and forth 6 or 7 times, continuously raising their offers. Right now, Netflix is sitting back there going, they're still saying no to Paramount. We haven't had to raise our offer yet. This is great. So, like, even if Paramount does come in with a higher offer, then that gives Netflix the option. Remember, they're locked in with Netflix right now, so Netflix gets the opportunity to match or exceed. So this thing isn't over yet, Rob. It's not over, but it just doesn't sound, and we could be wrong here, but it doesn't sound like Paramount's going to be able to get this across the finish line unless something significant happens to change it. Anyway, what do you see as being the major hurdles to Paramount getting this thing done? And what do you think about the prominent Warner Brothers shareholder saying it's just not enough right now?
Well, I mean, if you were just going to go by money, I could see that that maybe Paramount has more of a chance. But I think it really comes down to, what does Paramount want to do with Warner Brothers? And I think that in the long run, what Netflix is, look, Paramount has, obviously, they've proven they have a political reason in addition to capitalistic reasons for wanting to control a media empire. And I think, whereas Netflix, they don't care about any of that. They want to make content, they want to make programming, they want to make great entertainment. That's what they do. You know, they don't, they're reluctant to get into theatrical, but they will, because they don't have to do anything. They're acquiring a company that can be, I mean, what Netflix wants to do is have a machine that is going to feed them A-list quality entertainment that they can put on their streaming service. So what they have is an engine that's going to create television content and theatrical movies that are going to go onto their platform and make sure that they are the most robust streaming service in the world. And they're going to get first-run movies and first-run TV shows, HBO quality shows made by people that know how to make them. They don't have to hire a bunch of people. They don't have to fire a bunch of people. They're buying an engine. They're buying a very, very fast engine, an engine that has 100 years of experience behind it, an engine that also has 100 years of catalog titles behind it. So they're not interested in controlling all the media and being politically active. They just want to be entertainers. Whereas Paramount is clearly, they're already playing political games. And I think that's something that shareholders are like, look, do you want to make entertainment make us money? Or do you have other purposes? And I think that, just from a standpoint that Warner Brothers is an entertainment company, Netflix is an entertainment company, it seems like a match made in heaven if Ted Sarandos is truthful about what he wants to do. If he acquires Warner Brothers and in a year in says, nope, we're going back to a 15-day theatrical model and whatever, he's going to piss off a lot of people. But right now, there's a lot of people at Warner Brothers that really want to see this deal happen now, because if it's inevitable, Netflix, I think, is going to make sure that people who care about movies and television shows and great entertainment, I think Netflix is the best route to go down. Whereas Paramount, again, might not be.
And listen, I know we've said this before. We just talked about Paramount's upcoming slate for 2026, which is straight up pathetic. It's just straight up pathetic.
Yeah. And Warner Brothers has some bangers.
You know, Skydance just got Paramount. And at the risk of repeating what we've said many times over the last couple of months, why not, considering you've got the biggest laughing stock of a release schedule in 2026, why not spend your time really building up Paramount? instead of running with your dick flapping out of your, tighty whities, why not take a look right at home? We've got Paramount now. Let's put everything we've got into building up Paramount to its place of prominence, to being one of the most prominent things out there in the business. Let's really make this great, because right now you're not doing such a good job. And I it feels weird to say, I just got a lot more. Oh God, I can't believe I'm saying this. I got a lot more faith in Netflix to be able to make something special happen with Warner Brothers than I do with Paramount right now. But I mean, that's the world we live in at the moment, which is rather weird. Anyway, guys, question is for you. What do you think about this? Paramount has sweetened their offer a little bit, although not by the dollar value, but they're putting guarantees now in place. But some shareholders for Warner Brothers are saying this is still not good enough. This is not enough for what we're trying to do. Do you think they can get there? Do you think Netflix will just outmatch whatever they offer anyway? Whatever you guys think, jump down to the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, we have a daily podcast called the John Campea Show podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting app of choice. Go and subscribe to it today so it'll be there when you need it.